Sure, sure, sir.
Sir, we are connected on a very lucky day. The 1st of Feb is a date today. So I would start with the question ki, can I still crack the exam starting today? And then you can take on the questions from the chat.
Yes, yes, very. It is very highly possible that you will convert it and you can still start preparing, even if you've not started. Like even if you've not opened your books for CET, you have self preparation you've not done. I feel you should like not lose hope and work very hard. You can 100% convert the college, and you are. It's a very high possibility that you might be one of the toppers itself. So if you are thinking that I have only 40 days in hand, yeah, but if you are working like very strategically in those 40 days, then I feel you should be strongly like you believe in yourself, just work hard and work on your mistakes, start doing your analysis properly and follow a tight schedule, because that was which I was very just hard on. I used to follow the schedule very rigorously. Like from 10 to 1 or 10 to 2, I used to study in the night. So I was very sure on that. I cannot compromise on that part. So morning, whatever you want to do, you can do. But if you are like now, once you want to get into JB, I feel you should be now. You should be very serious. Even if you are starting from now, you can still convert. But it is the only thing is dedication. You should work with full dedication right now and not just say okay, oh yeah, if I've told you I can crack JB, but that is only on term with terms and conditions apply, that you work very hard and strategically and give your mocks very seriously. Yeah, so that is what I feel. You can convert JB and you can start working hard. That is not a problem. So I start taking the questions. My mock score is between Pandit Shubham. My mock score is between 90 and 95. What to do, sir? See, if your mock score is stagnant in the range of 90 to 95, I feel you should first analyze where are you making a mistake. So that might be a situation where your problem is with time, or the problem is you're not thorough with the concepts. So if it is time, then I would suggest give more mocks, and if it is concepts, then I would suggest go with the black books or the blue books. I'm not sure about the color, but the CE taking books which you help, because you get to know a lot of variety and you get to learn a lot of concepts. So 90 to 95 is okay, because I was also scoring in that range only in February first week. So that is not an issue. But the thing is, you need to go. You cannot remain stagnant out there. You need to have a strong path now. So just analyze what your mistakes are, because if you see right now, I can see only two possibilities: that you are not giving a mocks because of the properly because of the time problem, or you have a time management issue, or you are sticking to the sections which I used to do in 2019. So yeah, it would be helpful if you start analyzing your mocks properly. And yeah, even if you are scoring, if you've given two mocks and if you know, okay, this is your mistake, start working on the mistakes from tomorrow itself. So that would really help you. Continuous give mocks would really help you to increase your score, because if time management is the issue, I would suggest give a mock every day, and from 15th February go with two mocks every day. Tejasvi Agarwal, I'm not sure what you are asking. Only 2 months. Has the physical college started? No, it has not. Is it possible to crack CET if I started now? Yes, Tejasvi, I already answered your question. It is very much possible. In fact, it is 100% possible, and you can still convert if you are dedicated towards this. First mock score, it was somewhere in the range of 85 to 90. आपका फेब स्टार्ट में कितना आता था? Yes, my score was in the range of 90 to 95 in the first week of February, and that's where, because I knew what my mistakes were, and I started preparing for working on my mistakes from the first mock itself, though my improvement was slow. But yeah, I was scoring in the range of 90 to 95 in the first week of February. Weakest section was verbal. And how did I prepare? I used to read newspaper articles for 45 minutes, and apart from that, I used to revise my vocabs, the words which which I came across in the news articles. I made a point that I'm going through those every weekend, because it is practically impossible to manage both the things when you are going to another college itself. So what I used to do is read an article in the train, yeah, and train, or in the evening when I started my preparation for the CET, and uh, uh, give sectional tests for sentence correction, para jumbles. Every day I made a point that I'm giving two sectional tests to just to make sure that I'm improving in bits and pieces. Okay, what was your weakest section in and how did you prepare for it? Sir, my problem is same how to make a habit of switching sections. See, if you this is the problem, if you are if you are facing a problem of switching within the sections, I would suggest give sectional test. Sectional test may give two sectional tests together. I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys have that, or you can give a passive test now. So passive test is just in the passive test, make it a point that you are giving out of those 200 200 150 minutes. You are giving your paper only for 75 minutes, and you are just having two sections. Giving a test for two sections. So that's how you like out of the 150 you have only 75 minutes. So you make it a point that you are giving 20 50 minutes for quants and 25 minutes for abstract. So that's how you learn to switch within the sections. So I think you should go about doing this to just to make an habit of switching within the sections, and that will happen if initially you will be very stubborn or not switching within the sections. Or so what you can do is just make it a feel like you should start thinking ki if this is not the if I'm not comfortable with this, then I'll not get into JB. Simple calculation, this should be in your mind. If you can't switch, you cannot get into that college, because those who are I'm not boasting, but those who are getting into that college, they have an habit of switching within the sections, and switching in one section also they have an habit of switching within the questions. So make this as your habit. It should be like a everyday practice of switching. It will happen slowly only, but you will have to start doing it. It will not happen like it will not there's no magic where you will start like you will it will come within from you. You need to take that step, and taking that first step is very difficult, I agree, because it was the same with me. I was not confident. I feel ki if I'm switching, I'll mess with it. But trust me, once you start doing it for 4 to 5 papers, that becomes your habit and you start scoring more, which gives you another level confidence itself. Live the present, yeah, exactly. What is the minimum safe cutoff at which JBMS give calls? I don't think so. This is the right question, because that it depends upon the level of difficulty for papers. So JBMS gives call. It all depends upon that year's paper itself. But I would suggest if you're even if you are scoring in mocks, your score should be around 145. That would not. I'm not sure, but that can give you. There's a possibility that you can get a call from this college. Your pattern to solve paper, yeah. So I started with quant section, and I knew my quants was my strongest section. So I started with quants, and my verbal was the weakest section. So what I do used to do is keep start with the strong section and give 50 minutes for that. So from 150 to 100 minutes, like for 50 minutes for quants. Within that quant section itself, I used to scroll my question paper three times. So in the first round, I used to give used to solve very all the easy questions, like all single line questions, and I wasn't reading the two-line questions also in the paper. It was like I used to skip and I used to keep for later round. So I started with all the easy questions, completed within 10 12 minutes all those easy questions whichever I have. That by easy questions I mean the questions which I can solve in 30 40 seconds. So that are around 10 to 15 questions. If I'm not wrong, around 15 questions are very easy. You just need to pick out those easy questions, because that gives you a lot of confidence when you if you see your question paper on the right, you will quant section, you can see that you've solved 15 questions at only 10 minutes past. So this gives you a lot of confidence. Then in the second round, I used to start solving medium level questions and DI. I used to pick up DI questions, and within the DI questions itself, I used to give only I used to solve only questions which are one liners. So there is a high possibility that you might be so there's a pie chart. You might be noting down all the values of the pie charts and then going with the start going with the questions, but don't solve it as a logical reasoning uh, question, because the questions are independent as far as DI is concerned. So take it as a single question and start solving. So because that really helps, because you will not waste your time on one section, one DI set itself. So there's a chance that the question are independent, and all the calculations which you have done for the DI set, it might go for a toss, and it is not at all needed in the type of questions asked. So yeah, this was the thing. When in the second round, I used to solve DI questions, which were easy, and medium level quant sec questions. And then the third round I had around 10 to 12 minutes left. So I picked up all all difficult questions. Difficult, I mean, which were calculation intensive, not conceptually but calculate, which involved a lot of calculations. So I knew that I could solve that questions easily. The only thing which I needed was more time. So I needed more time because of the calculations. So I keep those questions for third round. So within those 50 minutes, I was able to solve around 45 questions. So 45 questions and with an accuracy like around 41, 42, right. Then moving on to abstract, what I used to do is abstract, give 20 minutes for abstract. And yeah, even though for abstract also solved it in 2 rounds. So in the first round, I like for 20 minutes I distributed into 10 minutes or 8 to 10 minutes, and then remaining 10 minutes for the different medium level questions. So in the first round I solved all the easy questions. Whatever easy, I mean, it strikes, whatever easy strikes the G strategy, if you use, if it works, then just take the answer. And if it is not striking, then just after 30 seconds just move on to the next question. I was very prompt on switching questions in this, like when I gave the paper, not only for quant logic but also for abstract and verbal itself. Even if the moment it's you think that it doesn't strike, just switch it, just press the next button, be hard, be strong at on your end, and just start switching it. Then I used to solve after abstract I used to go to verbal. So I knew verbal was my weakest section, and even if I saw I give more time, the answer would not remain, would not change. So I gave only 25 minutes for verbal. And in that I just skipped RCs, and I went on to all those verbal like sentence correction, and then para jumbles, finding the error. And if I had more time, like if I had 4 to 5 minutes left, then I used to go to RCs and I used to solve one RC and then random mark all the questions, whatever was left in the verbal section. Then moving on to the last section was logical. Logical, I made a point that I'm solving all the critical reasoning questions first, and solving all the critical reasoning and the easy question like coding, decoding, then family tree and all, and then just leaving 20 minutes in the end for puzzles. So 20 minutes was the time I gave to puzzles, and that was the only time limit in the entire paper I've given, because I knew that if the puzzles were the make do or die situation. It was like if you are solving puzzles in the start itself, you'll consume a lot of time, and eventually you will have less time for another questions. So I was sure, and what I did was I used to pick up puzzles and read it for 2 to 3 minutes. Like even after 2 to 3 minutes I'm not able to solve that puzzle, I used to leave that puzzle, move on to the next puzzle. So I just picked up whatever puzzle I felt which was easy for me, and then started solving it. After 2 minutes, if I felt that this is going difficult for me, I wasn't picking up the. I wasn't continuing with the same puzzle, thinking that if I give 2 more minutes, I'll be able to solve that moment. At that very moment, next moment, I used to leave my puzzle. So yeah, this was the strategy for me. This is how I solved my paper. See, if syllabus is not completed, then I feel there's nothing like syllabus as such. If you are preparing for CET, it's like you need to be thorough, or you'll improve as and when you start giving mocks also, because there's a possibility that you might be feeling that maths में इतना नहीं किया, quant में थोड़ा बचा है, logic में puzzles I'm not sure. But once you start giving your mocks with the time limit, you will start learning how to give preference and to which section you need to give preference and which type of questions you need to give preference and start. So I would suggest, even if the syllabus is not completed, just work on your work on your mock scores, like what mock through mocks also you'll get to know what you have to improve. So don't stop giving mocks from now onwards. First mock score was 85 to 9, the range of 85 to 90. Do you think a below average person will convert JV? There's nothing like a below average person if you are Siley. Everyone is competent and everyone has their own strong and weak section. So don't think that you are a below average person. You also have the same compatibility of getting into a college as a topper, which a topper might have. So don't demoralize or demotivate yourself. Just work hard on your scores and your test, whatever you're giving. How do I score 35 to 40 in quant? Detail breakup and approach and strategy? Yeah, I've already answered your question. Given a detailed quant approach for detailed approach for quant. So 35 to 40 I used to solve in 3 rounds, and every round I used to pick up only those questions which I felt I was comfortable with. So in the first round I picked up questions which I feel I would be able to solve in 30 to 40 seconds. And in the second round I picked up DI and medium level questions which I felt that I can solve. There's a chance that you might pick up and then you come across a situation where you feel that this is not possible. Just leave that question very next moment. Once you are in a habit of switching within the sections also and within the questions, like just even if you're not sure with the questions, just leave the questions. Don't stick to that question, because that question might be a speed breaker for you. It might not be a speed breaker for someone else, but definitely might be for you. So just go on to another question. That might be a situation where you might get it right and you get it within the 30 to 40 seconds. So don't stick on one question. That was the motto for quant itself. So please tell how to make a habit of switching sections. Yeah, I told you, Anirudh. Eight, 80 mock score timing issues. Yeah, if you have timing issues, then I would suggest they start giving mocks every day. Like every day, you should give one mock, and after giving a mock, you should also analyze the mock score thoroughly. And then still, if you are not improving, then go with sectional test. So sectional test will help you of improving each and every section. So you can improve your score in that sectional test, and then you can try with the mock. So this mock will really will definitely help you, because if you're consistent in giving a mocks every day, then there's a possibility that your mind will become active for those 2.5 hours and you will start scoring properly. And you might face a problem that you are not, see, the timing issues is basically because you are spending a lot of time on one section. But initially when you start your paper, just decide ki after 50 minutes I have to leave this section. So what usually what happens is, if you're not switching within the sections, so uh, you are not coming across easy questions which you can solve. So you are stuck on those difficult questions, because of which you cannot find those easy questions. And CET is all about finding easy questions and getting it done. So yeah, the more mocks will teach you this. If we are starting for study from today, how should we plan our day? So I feel if you're starting our study, if you're study, then give a mock. And I'm assuming that if you're starting right now, you will be having definitely having 7 to 8 hours in your hand, Binal. And seven to, if not 7 to 8 hours, 6 hours, so you should have. So give a mock for 2.5 hours. 1.5 hour you need to 1.5 hour to 2 hours you need to analyze your paper. That makes 4.5 hours. Then make it a point here you are strong when doing calculation, learning calculations, then the formulas, then reading articles from from the newspapers, then solving for 5 to 6 puzzles every day. So this can be done within another 1.5 hour. So that makes 6 hours. And if you have another hour to spare to for studying, then I would suggest go with sectional tests every day, like 30 minutes to sectional test. So this will improve. This will definitely improve your score, and you can start studying in this pattern. And if you have more hours, then I would suggest give one mock and then go ahead with the remaining hours which you have. Go with sectional test. How to start if the syllabus is not completed? It doesn't make a difference if your syllabus is not completed. Just start giving your mocks. You'll, as and when you start giving your mocks, you'll come to know there's a possibility that whatever subjects you are, like whatever chapters you have done, you are facing a problem with that questions also. So that you need to analyze that. Why, which type of problems are you facing issue? Because syllabus so will not be completed till the last day. What will you do? You will not give mocks. So I would suggest go with the mock, go with start giving mocks, and give extra time if you feel like if you feel that this like in cons, if your time and work is not strong, then after giving a mock, dedicate 35 to 40 minutes for solving questions on time and work. Ideal score. What is the ideal score in this time phase? There's nothing as such any ideal score, but yeah, I was scoring in the range of 90 to 95. Abstract very weak. How to tackle abstract is weak just because you do not have enough practice. If your abstract is very weak, if you're scoring in the range of 10 to 12, I would suggest solve 25 to 30 numericals after every day after every your mocks. So in your mocks you'll be solving 25, and after your mocks you need to solve 25. So it's like 50 questions every day you need to solve. That's the only strategy where you can tackle it's to tackle to score more in your mocks and in the paper. How many marks you got in the CET exam? I got 147 marks. I haven't taken any exam apart from CET. Abstract very low. Yeah. Do you think a below average? Yeah, I've already answered your question. What is the ideal score? Yeah, I already answered. Your pattern, Gajanan, I've already answered to this question. मॉक में 80 से 70 आ जाता है फिर क्या करें मन नहीं करता फिर यस दिस इज अ लॉट ऑफ this is a problem not only with you but many of the students, so if this is the case just remain motivated, start working. It might not be your day, just think that it might not be your day, and yeah, just work on your mistakes. When you analyze, if you are from if you are scoring 90 and then one fine day you are getting 85 or 70, then think why you got 70 by analyzing. So that might be either it's because you are frustrated or it's like the paper was very difficult. You just think that it is not difficult only for you, it is for difficult for many people. So this is not the only you are not the only person who is facing this type of problem. So you'll have to motivate yourself, and you can watch videos on YouTube, so which will motivate you. And just take a break if you are getting less, and if you are feeling frustrated, I would suggest that day don't give and don't study. If this is the case only for a day or two, don't give mocks, and yeah, prepare more through by solving sectional tests or solving numericals from the book. How do I score 35 and for quant? I have already answered. Kanchan, your pattern to solve paper, yeah, I've already solved. Sir, I had planned on first Jan 2021, but I'm afraid with the short time here I cannot. No, no, this don't do this, Sanket. You can definitely crack. First Jan ki first Feb, you still have 41 days. 41 days minimum. I feel you have 55 days in, and 55 days is a lot of time. You can easily start studying from now, and you can easily crack. Just remain motivated and dedicated every day to work on this, because this college will give you a lot which you just you this might be a laid back attitude might give you a college which is not worth, and you might feel that if I would have worked hard for those 2 months I would have solved, I would have cracked on a best college. So I would suggest just think about the benefits of the college, and yeah, you can definitely solve. I started studying from Jan 24th, so this is a you have a live example in front of you. Have you covered your syllabus of CET? See, I knew I've been giving CET since 2 3 years. So the third year was 2020, and I knew what was the exact mistake in 2019 and 2019 itself. So I worked on my mistakes only. So there was nothing as such syllabus I had covered. I just gave mocks and sectional test in 2020. Are 6 hours enough on daily basis if we start today? Yes, definitely. But those 6 hours should be productive, qualitative, not quantitative. Don't think if you're giving 6 hours a day and if you're doing time pass on mobile phone for 45 minutes, so that counts in your study. And those 6 hours you need to give it study with full efficiency. Make sure you're doing that. Were you nervous on the D day? Obviously, everyone is nervous, but yeah, it was a point that once the paper starts, you need to be very confident and you just need to be active. Your brain needs to be active. Don't get nervous. Don't get. See, nervousness is something different, and getting blank on that day is something different. I was nervous, but I was thinking if I'm nervous, it's okay, but I shouldn't. This shouldn't affect my paper. So yeah, this was the thing. If you give more marks like around 45 to 50 mocks, then that D day is just another mock for you. I had started studying in Jan CET and for CET 2021 Sanket. Yeah, definitely you can crack CET if you are thinking that you are in a negative direction. On which section you focus more? In the February month, I focus more on my weaker sections or moderate sections or moderate level difficult. Moderate level means which was a bit weaker, and weakest and a bit comparatively more or less weaker. So that was logic and verbal. Verbal I focused more, and in the logic I made a point that I'm giving sectional tests and solving puzzles after the mocks also. Score improvement journey. This only it is Sandeep. It is work on the mock score analysis, and then work on your mistakes. This is how you'll improve your score. Abstract very weak. How to tackle? I've already. How to start from February? Sort of start giving mocks every day. If you have having 7 hours, then dedicate 2.5 hours for mocks. Then 1.5 hour to 2 hours for analysis. For the remaining 1 hour, you should 30 minutes you should give for verbal articles and 1 hour for verbal articles and sectional test. Then quant you should revise formulas and you should give section if you have sectional time for sectional test, then you can give sectional test. But I would suggest for quants calculations and calculations should be your utmost priority. Learning revising calculations and learning formulas, because the questions are very easy. It is just application of the formulas. Your score breakdown, we don't get to know your score breakdown. Like in after when the CET scores, we cannot get to know the breakdown. Is it okay to leave vocab to luck? I would suggest if you still have time, don't leave anything right now. Demotivate हो जाता है low score देख के. Yes, that might be a scene, but yeah, just as I said, just watch a video or go out for a movie or just relax for a day or two and prepare, start solving. When once you're scoring less consistently, then I feel it is a problem with the concepts. So go and improve, go and start solving your questions from your books, and you will definitely improve. Your genuine attempts in CET around 165 to 170. Is mock writing helpful or topic wise test helpful? I would suggest both are helpful, but every test has its own advantage and disadvantage. So I feel mock, it depends on you where you are feeling. If your time management is an issue, I would suggest go with writing mocks. And if you're switching, if you have problem with the concepts, then if you don't want to solve the books, topic wise test would be much more helpful. लास्ट ईयर स्कोर was 60, started from now. JB हो जाएगा क्या? Yes, yes, definitely हो जाएगा, don't worry, just work hard. Recently I'm unable to solve even a single question of content. Yeah, shall I focus on making area strong? No, Saurav, you still have a lot of time. I would suggest start solving those books. If you solve your books, you'll come across different variety of questions, and you will definitely able to solve your quants and DI questions. Which I'm coming across the same type of questions. I'm not finding any new. Azhar, my general strategy I've already told you. Started with quants, then moved to abstract, then verbal, and then logic finally. Tukka's strategy, yeah. Tukka ka strategy. There's no strategy. Just give 1.5 minutes to in the end, just to mark tukkas. Tukkas are like you do not have time, and that mostly happens in logic and verbal. Verbal में you'll have to go for तुक्कास. Abstract में I don't think so तुक्का था मेरा. And verbal quant में भी नहीं था. तो logic में it is just blindly marking because you do not have any idea about the puzzle. So that's how you'll have to go over. There's no specific strategy for tukka. G strategy works. So yeah, you can try that. I did G strategy in those 20 minutes itself when I was not able to solve the questions. What was your mock score in the last, sir? One section totally skip, like abstract till DB crack. I would suggest Eknath, don't skip any section right now, because that is a huge risk which you are taking. It's a 25, though it is 25 marks, those 25 marks are very scoring. Don't leave anything from now onwards. What what is the mock score in the last days? In the last 5 to 6 days, if I see last 1 week, I had consistently been scoring 120 to 130. But one day before I scored 110, and yeah, that's how I felt. See, that was on. I had a paper on Sunday, and I scored 110 on Saturday. Still, I made a point that I'm not making myself weak, and I'm enough motivated and confident to go and give the paper the next day. Because 110, when you have a percentile of 90 in your hand for the mock, then it is extremely difficult for you to get motivated for the next day and go and give the paper. Just think that this is just a bad day and just forget it. Don't analyze that paper also. Don't analyze. I would suggest the one day, if you are giving a paper, giving one day before, don't analyze the paper. Just forget it, because you might get demotivated seeing your mistakes, and you might feel that if I'm committing it right now, there's a high chance I'll be doing the same mistakes the next day. So don't. How many marks you scored in quant, I cannot tell you, because we do not know, we also do not know what our scores are in every like pertaining to every section, but it would be in the range of 42 to 45 if I'm not wrong. If we start a preparation today, when to start with mocks, I would suggest start your mocks from today itself. Just start giving your mocks. You'll come to know your strong and weak sections in the mock itself. But make sure that you are giving up, apart from the mock also, you are solving questions every day for 5 to 6 hours. How to make verbal as a strong area? Just read articles, solve sectional tests, and note down those difficult words you are coming across like the vocab, and revise it every weekend. This will make your verbal strong. Were you confident after giving exam? Not very much confident that I'll crack CET, but yes, I knew to a certain extent that I'll get somewhere. I'll add a raw score in the range of 130 somewhere, 130, 135. How many marks you got in verbal? My average score in verbal in the mocks was in the range of 25 to 30. How many puzzles did you solve in the exam? The bigger puzzles I've solved around one and a half. And the direction, I'm not counting the easy question, I'm not counting puzzles in the direction, coding, decoding. The circular element, linear element, matrix type, those type of puzzles I solved one and a half. One and a half because I was able to solve only half a puzzle and I did not have time remaining. So I just marked whatever I was getting within those six questions. Is it possible to score in court if start now today from zero? Yes, yes, Saurabh, definitely. I'm non-engineer preparing for CET 2022, but my quant is too weak. And I'm from outside, so please suggest me something. If your maths is too weak, yeah, I would suggest go with solving questions every day. Make it a point that you are giving 1.5 hours to 2 hours for solving mocks. Sorry, I'm not solving books, solving sums. This will definitely improve because you are, and yeah, if you're solving questions from your mock, from your books, make it a point that you're solving 10 chapters in a day, and every chapter you're solving 10 sums only. So you'll be coming across 100 sums, and that too of all the chapters. You will be having variety of questions in front of you. This will really help you. How to analyze the mocks? Yeah, read the mistakes which you are doing, go through the questions which you have not attempted, and start solving them once again. And the questions you have gone which have gone wrong, read the solutions. And if there is a common mistake which you are doing it every time, I would suggest take the screenshot and write something about that question, that this is the type of problem which you are always doing, facing the same problem. So there is a possibility that you might be committing the same mistake again and again. Like every mock, you are not improving. Even after a thorough analysis, you are not improving. So if that type of problem is not improving, I would suggest just write it once you start your paper. Just before that, before a minute, just write down your mistakes. This I do not have to commit again, because I am doing the same mistake again and again, like for the past 3 to 4 mocks. Giving mock daily is the right thing. Yes, now I feel it is the right thing, because you have 40 days, and if you give one mock per day, that would be giving you 40 mocks. This will make your mind active for the next for exam coming for the days when you are close to CET, because if you are not having a habit of giving mocks for continuously for two sitting continuously for 2.5 hours, then you might face a problem for like your mind will not remain active. I cannot find any new questions. No Tukka strategy. It was only just randomly marking abstract. I used G strategy. Sir, first attempt CET, good percentage in CET, crack JB. Yes, you can definitely crack your CET in first attempt. I have many friends of mine who are in JP right now who have given only CET once. How to start quant from scratch? Start solving books, CET King books. They will help you come across different concepts, different varieties of numericals, and that's how you'll improve on solving. You'll start solving questions. What was the mock score just before CET? As I said, one day before I had scored only 110. In 2018, what was your CET score? And also in CET, in 2018, my CET score was only 92. I scored only 92 percentile. And in 2020, it was 147. Yeah, genuine attempts in CET 165 to 170. Yeah, I'm coming across the same questions again and again. How to attempt more questions as my. No, I did not get Sidnam in 92 percentile. I did not join any B school that year. सर पजल सॉल्व नहीं होता ब्रेन फॉग होता है हाउ टू मूव पास्ट दैट सी आई वुड सजेस्ट इफ this is the problem start solving puzzles after the question after the mock sets also, so make it a habit that you're solving 5 to 6 puzzles every day after the paper also. So there, what was your last year score? 147. I graduated in the year 2017. Of selecting consuming one. How I'm facing a problem of select highly time consuming puzzles. Yeah, this is a problem with most of the people, but I would suggest uh, when you are solving puzzles after your mocks, like make it a habit that you're solving 5 to 6 puzzles every day, and within the once you start solving those type of problems. When you start solving those puzzles in your free time, you will get to know what are your stronger and weak section, and then studying on that, you will be able to pick up puzzles. So this is sometimes you need to read the puzzle and highly time consuming. See, if you are getting to know that it is time consuming, then just leave on the spot. Don't continue solving those puzzles. I have work experience of 2 years, so feel we do not have many more questions. Yeah. So what was your sequence with time limit per section? Yeah, Rohan, I've already discussed that. I gave 50 minutes for quants, 20 minutes for abstract, 25 minutes for verbal, and the remaining for logic. Give mocks, give more sectional tests, in your case, Pradyuman, and give more sectional tests and start solving more questions after the mocks also. So this will help you to improve your score in quants. DI strategy, just pick up questions like a single question. Don't solve the entire set first, and then just don't solve like a logic question, because that is not helpful when it comes to DI. Pick up easy questions in the first round of DI, and what a like a pie chart or a DI line chart. So yeah, in the first round, I picked up all easy questions. I found out all the easy questions for DI. I solved those questions, and then in the second round, I made a point that I'm picking up only those questions which I feel I'm confident and I will be able to solve if I do a calculation. So it's those calculation intensive problems. So DI strategy is this: only start your DI, give DI. Uh, in your mocks also give DI into solve your DI paper in two halves. So first round is all the easy question, and the second round it should be with in the difficult questions, but difficult pertaining only to calculation intensive. And and DI in CET you will find only calculation intensive DI. There's nothing logical to be done in DI sets in CET. You attended full paper. No, no, I did not attend full paper. I attended only 65, 165 questions. Genuine attempt, I don't remember as such, but it was in around 40 in verbal. Yeah. So accuracy you can count around 80%, 85%. Yeah. So I feel we can end the session out here because we have answered all the questions. I'm getting same questions again and again. Yeah. So I'm leaving the meeting, so you guys can also leave. Yeah. Thank you. All the best. Just start preparing properly and remain dedicated. And if you have any problem, just refer to sir's videos and books and videos, that notebooks. They are very helpful. Yeah. Thank you. Have a good day. Good night. Bye bye. I'm leaving. Huh?